Fans, join us in welcoming the greatest mascot in the entire USL. Here comes Ziggy. Fans, here comes your Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. All squad ready. Is you ready? Starting lineup.
Into the dog days of summer officially, and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC is officially in need of points, 9 back of a playoff spot, but tonight a golden opportunity to get some of those, facing a Tulsa Roughnecks side that has yet to taste victory in their last 10 consecutive matches. Good evening and welcome to Widener Field. I'm Ryan Kaufman alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland, last week not the debut Wolde Harris would have liked, 2-1 defeat at Orange County, but 2 2-1 defeats in their last 3 matches. This team's close.
Yeah, I thought the Switchbacks played better on Independence Day. They got after it. They were better offensively. They pressed higher. We're going to need more of that this evening.
Well, as we take a look at the matchup between these two teams, they last met on April 24th. It was a 2-0 victory for Tulsa down in Oklahoma. Coincidentally, the last time they tasted victory. This is a hungry Roughnecks side that's coming in here.
Yeah, both teams need 3 points. The Tulsa Roughnecks, as you said, they've been on a skid. They're going to need to get back to winning ways if they're going to have any chance of looking up the Western Conference table.
And speaking of that April 24th matchup, this guy did all the damage. Rodrigo DaCosta, 2 goals against Switchbacks FC. If the home side wants a little bit of revenge, they have to make sure they mark this guy.
Yeah, he's a terrific player. He really goes in behind the defense. He can be really hard to key on. His movement off the ball is good as well, and he links players in attack. He's the go-to guy for the Tulsa Roughnecks this evening.
And Tulsa so close to breaking their winless streak last week, so they're even hungrier tonight. And for Switchbacks FC, their lone goal last week came right there from Ronnie Argueta. If the Switchbacks are going to make a late summer run, they got to get more production like that out of the midfield.
Yeah, got the goal. Also really linked the play very well. Pushed high in defense. Did a great job with Jordan Schweitzer in the middle of midfield. He's key this evening.
When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups, and then we'll get this underway. Colorado Springs and Tulsa, it will be on fleek next.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. It only encourages them.
Colorado is famous for craft beers, and Fox 21 wants to help you find a new favorite. Presenting the Colorado Springs On-Tap Craft Beer Passport. For just $24.99, enjoy a flight of beers from each participating brewery. Just go to fox21news.com, click on Community, click on Deals, and purchase your craft beer passport. The Colorado Springs On-Tap Craft Beer Passport. Buy yours today.
We were amazed and astonished.
Hey, shut up!
It's a little dangerous.
I feel like my eyes have been opened.
I'm feeling so cool.
Together.
We're all for it.
All for it.
Lately I've been feeling so cool. Top to the bottom, just cool.
All for acceptance. Joining forces. Being an ally.
So cool. It's like cool.
All for we. All for us.
All for together. The CW. Dare to defy together.
So cool.
And we welcome you back to Widener Field, moments away from the opening kick between Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and Tulsa Roughnecks FC. Our Children's Hospital of Colorado player walkout. You see the players in their entirety. Now see how each team will line up. First of all, for Tulsa Roughnecks FC in goal tonight will be Mason Stahudar. And then in front of him, Roberts, Hedrick, Sheldon, and Rogers. In the midfield, Dye, Gonzalez, Rezendi, Altamirano, and Rodrigo da Costa, who we talked about at the beginning of the game. And then Silva will be the forward up top. And for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, Andre Rawls will be in goal. Ishjom Abdul Nguadabaye, Chris Reeves, and the captain, Jordan Burt, in front of him. Shane Malcolm, Ronnie Argueta, Jordan Schweitzer, Matt Hunley, and Syed Robinson in the midfield. Up top, the Air Force product, Austin Dewing. So that's the way these two teams will line up. How will they win this match, Roland? Let's start with Tulsa.
Yeah, they got to firm up the defense. We talked about their lack of wins the last couple of weeks. We'll get more into that in the broadcast. Find their road form and a long layoff after today. Since their last game, they got to give it everything here to try to get 3 points, get back on the right track. And for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, get a lead and hold it, exploit that defense of Tulsa that we just talked about, and reverse the rough curse. They've had a difficult time against the Tulsa Roughnecks last few seasons, in the USL Western Conference. They got to turn that around here this evening.
Over the ball is Silva, and he gets this one underway as immediately Tulsa goes over the top to the near side. Taken away by Switchbacks FC. Here's Ishjom. Jome back to Nguadabaye. Familiar back four for interim head coach Woldy Harris. Jamal Jack, who was injured earlier this season, told me this week that he's looking to come back here in the next couple of weeks, which is good news. It just makes that back line deeper.
Yeah, huge news for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Have one of their linchpins back. Jamal Jack obviously hurt that arm earlier this season. Saeed Robinson leading the line for the Switchbacks FC here early. Austin Dewing just tucked in behind him. We'll get more into Austin Dewing as this broadcast goes on, but it'd be huge for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC to welcome Jamal Jack back.
Ball played towards the box. It's headed away by Switchbacks FC. Now the ball won by Ronnie Argueta, player we highlighted in the pregame. Scored the lone goal against Orange County SC. There's Matt Hunley. Back to Ishjom, and now Nguadabaye has it. Now Chris Reeves to the far side for Burt. Switchbacks working it around the field, trying to find open spots in this Tulsa formation to attack, as Jome holds it once again on the near side. Ball played over to Chris Reeves here. Reeves tees it up, sends it forward, looking for Hunley on the near side, and that one hits the grass and skips away for a Tulsa throw-in.
You can see that the field was watered here before kickoff at Widener Field. That ball really skipped off the surface, as you said. Hunley starting on the left wing for the Switchbacks FC. supporting Syed Robinson, who's up top, Shane Malcolm on the right.
Switchbacks take away the throw-in from Rogers. Ball played up, intended for Syed Robinson, but it's taken away by Tulsa. Both teams trading possessions here as Jordan Schweitzer plays it back. The captain, Jordan Burt, leads the team in goals, which I know is rare for someone playing on the back line, but Jordan Burt really plays everywhere throughout this Switchbacks formation. But Woldy Harris wanted to play him in the back tonight. As we take a look at our referees, Ismir Eknik will be the head referee. Jacob Meyer and Devin Wagner will assist him. Our fourth official tonight is our good friend, Adam Zarin.
Shout out as always to Adam Zarin's mom, Carolyn, watching the game. Ball goes long, good win by Guadabaye. The referee doesn't agree. Mr. Peckmensch blows for the foul. Guadabaye came through the player to win that ball. This will give Tulsa a good opportunity to just push some numbers forward, take a little bit of stress off their defense as the Switchbacks who started well, playing the ball side to side. The opening 3 minutes and change here at Widener Field.
So Tulsa gets an early free kick here after the foul on Abdul Guadabaye. DaCosta around it here for the joint chiropractic free kick. He's going to take this one the whole way. No trickery here from Tulsa. They're going to let DaCosta put this one in towards goal and see if someone can snare it. This one sent in. Good ball, headed away though by Switchbacks FC. And now they'll play the advantage here as this ball goes out on the far side. Thought there was going to be a foul call there. Let's take a look at our coaches. Michael Nesian got this job on an interim basis last season, Tulsa finishing bottom of the table of the USL Western Conference, but he had this team coming out blazing in the first month, 3-1-1 in the month of March, won USL Championship Manager of the Month honors, but since then things have gone south for Tulsa. The biggest culprit, their road form just has not been very good this year. Yeah, we talked about how they need to get back to winning ways. April 23rd against the Switchbacks team in Oklahoma, the last time they were able to get on the board. As we get a look there at the Switchbacks interim head coach, Woldy Harris, former Jamaican international, has a ton of experience coaching here and playing here in the state of Colorado. Woldy Harris has made some lineup changes today, inserting Austin Dewing to the starting 11. But yeah, it's been difficult for Tulsa, especially the last couple weeks. Difficult getting those goals, difficult going forward, but what an impact they had at the Western Conference of the USL last season. Ball spread wide. And you talk about Woldy Harris, the interim head coach for the Switchbacks, match number 2 in charge, and said earlier this week they still believes this is a playoff team, and there's certainly, including tonight, 16 matches, so there's time, but with the back part of the schedule really road heavy for Switchbacks FC, they cannot squander these home opportunities. Just 3-6 this year at Widener Field, playing at altitude, an advantage that they have over nearly every team that comes in here, save for probably Real Monarchs SLC. A little surprising that the Switchbacks 3-6 in their home matches. Yeah, you're 100% correct. It's the second game of this little mini 3-game homestand that the Switchbacks have. Got to make this one count against a team in Tulsa that we talked about have been struggling in recent weeks to find goals and find 3 points themselves. Chris Reeves plays that one forward. It's headed away by Tulsa. Now Austin Dewing trying to get on the ball, gets it taken away there. Good job by Jeff Adai to win that one. Roughnecks back in possession here. Ball will play to the near side for Rogers. Immediately gets the pass back. Now swings it over. With it now is Roberts. You can see the Switchbacks right now pressing very high. They want to pressure this Tulsa team. That was a good job by Syed Robinson leading that line. Now Austin Dewing taking over. Just a bundle of energy is Austin Dewing. We've seen that in the last few Switchbacks games off the bench. Now he gets to start here against Tulsa. Ronnie Argueta pushed off that ball, didn't like that. Referee just waited for an advantage.
And brings the foul, the ball back for that foul on combination of Ronnie Arquette and Saeed Robinson.
And there you take a good look at Saeed Robinson. Has dealt with injuries through most of the season, has the ability to really score some fantastic goals. Just still kind of working his way back into the swing of things there as a foul is called and Guadabaye gets taken down. And Robinson, somebody that the Switchbacks counted on to score goals this season. Hard to score goals when you're not in the lineup due to injury. And injuries have certainly played a role with the Switchbacks this season. Certainly every team in the USL deals with that, but it seems like the Switchbacks have been bit a little bit harder with that injury bug than other teams. Now Tulsa along the far side of the field, and a whistle will stop play as the Switchbacks commit a foul. Coming up on the 9th minute in this one here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs. Gorgeous night for soccer. There's some ominous clouds off in the distance. Hopefully they go right around us. We have a clear night of soccer here at Widener Field. Coming off the best crowd that Switchbacks have had in their history. Well over 5,000 fans here at Widener Field a week ago during the July 4th holiday. Now Tulsa with it on the far side, trying to work their way into the box for the first time. Denied there by Jordan Burt. And even better, it glances off of a Tulsa player, so Jordan Burt.
He's just going to be asked to take that throw in from more toward the corner flag, the Phil Long corner flag, where that ball went out. It's a good job, Jordan Burt, just getting that lucky ricochet off the player, winning his team a throw in. Switchbacks captain.
See if he goes long here again on the throw-in. This time instead he'll play it to Rawls. Now Tulsa trying to pounce and take the ball away. Deflection there, and Guadabaye staying with it. Now gets it taken away by Altamirano, and he'll send that one in blocked out front. And we will get our first corner kick of the evening. It will be taken by Tulsa here in the 10th minute.
Good high press from the Tulsa Roughnecks. Our first Z-trip corner kick of the evening. Put the Switchbacks under a lot of pressure. Won that Z-trip corner kick. Here on the near side of the field, they're bringing their center backs forward. We'll see if they can put some early pressure on Andre Rawls in the Switchbacks net.
Will be Rodrigo DaCosta with these duties as well. Took a free kick earlier. Here he'll take the corner kick. Costa sends it in, headed right at Rawls, and he just pokes it over the crossbar. Quick reaction there by the Switchbacks goalkeeper. And a big sigh of relief. Andre Rawls playing it off, no big deal for him. But for us, it was tense moments as that one, just some wicked English on it. And Rawls doing a good job of directing that one over the top. Now back to live action as another corner is sent in. Also sends this at Rawls. He'll come up and get it. Now wants to get Matt Humley on the counter, but Tulsa recovered quickly. And now Rawls will have to go short to Reeves. Over to Burt now. He'll send this one downfield. Saeed Robinson giving chase. Way out of his goal there was Staduhar, and he sends that one out of play. Throw-in coming for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, forced the goalkeeper to play that ball. It was a good job by Saeed Robinson tracking that one down on the right-hand side. Jordan Burt just slide a little bit forward from that right back spot to take this throw-in for the Switchbacks into Austin Doing.
Doing immediately plays this back. Now Jordan Schweitzer with it. Play this one up. Good move. Schweitzer has it back, and now Tulsa able to recover and send it away. Now sent the length of the field. Andre Rawls calmly strikes it back the other direction to his counterpart. Twelfth minute here No score. Switchbacks FC has a 4-match losing skid that they're looking to snap here for Tulsa. It's a 10-match winless streak. They've gotten some draws in there, but that has been a part of their drop down the USL Western Conference after that hot start to the season. Now Shane Malcolm trying to bring it in. Malcolm with the defender on him, crosses it in, and Staduhar comes up to play it. Immediately rolls it out. But one of those proverbial something's got to give matches. Two teams that really need 3 points, as Doing dribbles it up, plays it to Hunley, and Hunley just can't quite hang on to it, and Staduhar able to pick up the loose ball. As we take a look at this play again.
It's a really nice idea to thread this ball in from Austin Doing, just looking for that run. As you said, Hunley just out of his reach, unable to bring it into a spell and get a strike on Tulsa's goal. But a good chance for the Switchbacks, a good idea from Austin Doing.
Had Matt Hunley on my radio show earlier this week, and he felt like a goal was coming. He feels like he's been doing the right things, making the right runs. Now it's just a matter of finishing it off and getting a goal scored. Of course, nearly set up the game tying goal last week. But Guadabaye's shot right off of the crossbar. And with Doing and Hunley up top, two young guys, you can see what Wolde Harris is thinking up top, Roland, and that's, I want speed.
Yeah, pace and creativity for Wolde Harris up top. Obviously, Austin Doing getting that call. Switchbacks still have a lot of firepower on their bench as well.
Fans want to let you know that Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947. Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Tulsa with it on the far side. They play across midfield. Jordan Burt comes up from his right back spot to take it away. Now Jordan Schweitzer back to Burt. Now the Switchbacks retreat just a little bit. Andre Rawls now puts his foot through it. Looking for Hunley, a little bit short, headed away by Matt Rogers.
Yeah, I was just going to say it was a good job by Matt Rogers at that right back position. Just drifting inside, blocking that ball from reaching Hunley, who'd made a nice run in behind.
And here's just Jome to Hunley on the near side. Hunley loses Rogers, has one more defender to beat, reverses directions. He'll play it back to Nguadabaye. Good job there on Hunley by Jeff Adai. Keep Hunley from getting the space he needed to take a shot. Now Burt up to Argueta. Nice run by Ronnie Argueta. His pass to the box, tipped away. Doing gets it back. Now Schweitzer to Doing. Doing plays this one to Robinson. Looked like Robinson was held, no whistle, and Tulsa back the other way, only to have it taken away. Switchbacks trying to keep the momentum here. Shane Malcolm on the far sideline, goes down, gets back up, still has possession. Over to Schweitzer, has a clear path. He'll fire, and that one was blocked out front.
Yeah, Cyprian Hendrick coming up, making the block was a good idea by Schweitzer. Just got a little bit of space on his left foot, unleashing that drive.
And now Schweitzer will try again, this time a little bit wide.
And this time on the right foot from Schweitzer, just taking it out of the air. Good job by the young Canadian. Just making the space on the right-hand side, whipping that ball goalwards, just whistling wide.
You saw that stat earlier, the 72% passing here by Switchbacks FC. They are whipping the ball around and finding their intended targets. Now they just need to do it in the final third so they can break through on Tulsa Roughnecks FC. And now tipped away by the Switchbacks again. Here's Syed Robinson up to Doing, little bit behind Doing, so it got taken away there by Tulsa. And now a whistle going against Doing, and Doing obviously not happy at all. I think the referee saying that came up and got him in the arm there, which was the reason for the whistle. Now Tulsa tries to play this one downfield again, and everyone will give way to Rawls. Now Reeves with it, has to circle back. Good read on that ball by Matt Rogers to head it away. And now harmlessly roll out for a goal kick for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, a bit scrappy the last couple minutes as we take a look. Just what's happened to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. 4 losses in a row, obviously that difficult one to Rio Grande Valley FC Toros. And then last week we talked about it on Independence Day here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs.
Reeves has it. Since this one was looking for Malcolm, that was a little bit hot there coming in on Shane Malcolm. We take a look now at the recent run of form from Tulsa Roughnecks FC. It hasn't been much better for them. Of course, they have the draw last weekend as nearly Saeed Robinson able to get his foot on it one-on-one with the keeper. Now Nguatabaye. Bargetta, who comes up in support from the midfield. Now Hunley with it. Ishjome. Now Reeves. Through the midfield to Hunley. Hunley out wide to Dewing. Austin Dewing trying to pass it around his defender to Hunley. It will take a circuitous route, but end up on the feet of Hunley anyway. Here's Dewing back with it. Dewing trying to reverse directions, got it taken away.
It was a nice combination play between Hunley and Dewing on this near side for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, but well defended in the end. And Tulsa, and good hustle back by Shane Malcolm just to win that ball back for the home team.
And Malcolm coming clear across the field to make that play. Just shows the urgency that this Switchbacks team is playing with. And Malcolm would leave his spot on the right side of the field and come all the way over to make sure that the Switchbacks kept the pressure on as this pass over the head of Jome and out.
Yeah, nice idea from Jordan Schweitzer, just looking over the top from that burst forward from the Switchbacks left back. But once again, that ball just checks up on the surface and skips out.
Colorado Computer Support is a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks. Colorado Computer Support, or IT Professional.
A quick shout out to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks under 23s on their way to California for the Western Conference Final Four, led by Diego Zaltron. Chatting with him before the game. Very proud of his young team making their way out west. Let's see how many of those members we see suiting up for the Switchbacks. Senior team here soon in Colorado Springs. Nice job by Jordan Schweitzer, muscling out off the ball. Referee just blowing it back for the foul.
And you mentioned the U23s, a part of the Switchback system. They've done a great job over the past couple of years of really providing a clear path up and down all levels of soccer. Of course, now they have the affiliation agreement with the Colorado Rapids. So a straight path all the way to the USL Championship and MLS levels here in the state of Colorado. Obviously, homegrown players so important at every level of professional soccer in this country. And the Switchbacks have done a great job of providing that pipeline. Colorado Technical University, a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks. Find your future at CTU. Ball played back to Andre Rawls here. Now Reeves with some green in front of him. Plays it out wide to Jordan Burt. Burt looking up the field. Tries to get it off to Doing. Unable to keep possession here.
Once again, good high press from the Switchbacks, forcing Tulsa over to the far side. They're going to move up on their left-hand side. Ball easily out. In for another throw in for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and their captain, Jordan Burt, right in front of the visitors' bench.
Burt throws this one in for Shane Malcolm, headed high in the air. Now it comes down, and it will be a Tulsa throw in on the far side. Now Adai with it, tried to pass it up. Now Switchbacks FC regaining control. Whistle comes after the advantage is played. We'll get Gonzalez for that foul. Chris Reeves taking this kick for Switchbacks FC. Sends it downfield looking for Doing. Doing heads it over to Burt. Jordan Burt, the leading goal scorer for the Switchbacks, over to Robinson, who fires. That one was blocked out front. Said earlier about Syed Robinson's ability to score some really pretty goals. He has as good a range as anyone on this Switchbacks team and not afraid to strike it from distance.
And a really nice step inside from Jordan Burt from that right back spot to work that chance to Syed Robinson. As you said, he's got a devilish right foot on him, does the young Jamaican. He struck that one goalwards, but well blocked once again by the Tulsa Roughnecks. You see their upcoming schedule. A couple of home games, Los Dos and Phoenix Rising. Good luck with that one. Phoenix certainly are rising in the Western Conference. They are taking everyone by storm before Tulsa returns to Oklahoma. Hendrick going to take this free kick for the visitors. Just play it back to his goalkeeper.
Nothing separating these two teams in the 25th minute. Both teams very close to each other in the USL Western Conference. Tulsa coming into play tonight, 4 points up on Switchbacks FC. And that's the first step in this season turnaround that the Switchbacks are trying to pull off under interim head coach Woldy Harris as a foul is called. Got to get, they're a little separated from the pack, got to get right in the pack, and then they can start jumping over teams. Unfortunately tonight, no one to be leapt over, but it can put them right up against Tulsa, only a few points back of a playoff spot in the West that continues to just be so tight here in the middle of July. Joint chiropractic free kick coming up. Matt Hunley going over to join Ish Jome, and the two gentlemen will discuss whose responsibility this free kick will be.
Jome with the left foot, Hunley with the right. Looks like Hunley's going to win that argument.
Hunley does send this one in, headed by Tulsa. One's still in play, and Staduhar comes down with it without much issue.
Looks long does the goalkeeper, Jordan Schweitzer, tracking that run the whole way. Nice easy catch in the end there.
Roberts getting his head on it, allowing his goalkeeper to come down with it as we bring you back to live action. Switchbacks force a turnover. Now Shane Malcolm with it. Switchbacks don't have numbers, but they'll press forward anyway. Malcolm to the near side for Doing. Doing trying to slice it through to Malcolm. Tulsa intercepts. Tough pass to make with three Roughnecks players standing between Doing and Malcolm. And now Tulsa across midfield. You would say that through the first 27 minutes of this contest that the field is tilted the Switchbacks direction, but you ask Woldy Harris, the interim head coach of the Switchbacks, it doesn't matter unless they take advantage of it. And last week, they were unable to do that as they fell 2-1 to Orange County. And that was the biggest thing that Goldie Harris preached during the week, finishing. He believes that he has a team that is capable of getting up on any team in the USL. Now it's just a matter of finishing. Fans, you could follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Rogers throws this one in.
Switchbacks once again with a nice high press. Jordan Schweitzer trying to win that ball back. Perhaps a bit unlucky to see that foul go against him. Referee's going to bring that just inside Tulsa's half. Have a young chat, or a chat, excuse me, with the young man who hails from Seattle. Jordan Schweitzer.
Represents Canada on an international level. I think he breathed a sigh of relief a little bit that Canada and the U.S. didn't meet up in the Women's World Cup, or else he'd have a very difficult decision to make.
Nice touch from Saeed Robinson, just lay that one off to Shane Malcolm off of his chest. Gets the ball back.
Now those Switchbacks pressuring one more time. Here's Jordan Schweitzer. Now Matt Hunley with it. Hunley with space, he'll fire. That one was just tipped out in front by Tulsa. Still nearly made it on goal, but it will result in a corner kick for Switchbacks FC as we take a look at this again.
Yeah, great one-touch passing from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Lines up for Hunley. He takes a strike. As you said, that ball just flicked off the end of a cleat and out for our first accelerated wealth corner kick of the evening for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. That is Jome will come across to the far side to take, as you see there, accelerated wealth corner kick right in front of the accelerated wealth tent.
Jome almost always taking corner kicks for Switchbacks FC, as now referee will stop play as he wants to make sure that everyone is where they should be and doing what they should be. And now Jome gets the go-ahead, send in this corner kick. Sending it in for Malcolm, headed to the middle. Hunley got a foot on it, but it ends up going well over the top of the goal.
Yeah, good job by Hunley. That was all he could do. Shane Malcolm keeping that ball in, playing it back across the face of goal. Hunley turning it goalwards, but put under a lot of pressure, and his strike forced high.
This one played to the near side here for Tulsa, half an hour into a scoreless contest. And downfield, easily headed by Reeves. Tulsa takes it back in the midfield circle. Now with it will be Altamirano. Flicks it out wide, looking for Rogers, and Rogers just keeps it in play down in the corner. Rogers on Hunley, trying to send in the cross, does, but it's right to Andre Rawls, and now a whistle away from the ball.
If you're saying that ball curled out during that cross, making Andre Rawls take it a second time. Which the man on loan from the Colorado Rapids will do.
Fans want to let you know that the Shandy Clinic is a proud supporter of Switchbacks FC. The Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Ball played to the near side for Hunley. Rogers, again, very active here in the first half, takes it away. Jome will get the throw in here, directly below our broadcast position. Saeed Robinson coming up, trying to provide a target for Jome. Instead, he'll go to Austin Dewing. And then Tulsa takes it away. Once again, Rogers there defensively for Tulsa. They'll swing it out to the far side. Now back to goal. Downfield looking for Altamirano. Jome couldn't quite get there in time, and Altamirano has it. Jordan Schweitzer comes back to defend, forces it away, and now Ronnie Argueta gets run over by Altamirano. No whistle. Argueta still on the ground. Referee is playing on, and now Tulsa trying to bring it into the box. They'll whip it out wide. Cross sent in, over Rawls, but over everyone else, fortunately for the home side. And now Argueta is up in the midfield as we take a look at that play again. And maybe just clipped him a little bit. Argueta trying to get the call, did not. But all's well that ends well, as Switchbacks FC will have it. Entering the 34th minute of this first half. Schweitzer to Reeves. Out wide for Burt. Burt playing it up to Syed Robinson. Plays on side. Robinson to the middle for Argueta. Argueta up to Dewing. Dewing just couldn't hang on to it, and then it squirted away from the goalkeeper and just went out. I don't know how Staduhar didn't corral that one. We'll find out here on the replay.
Yeah, so unlucky for Austin Dewing. You see the looked like the goalkeeper got a touch pushing that one wide, but the referee deems it a goal kick. Unlucky for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. And one of their new faces, Austin Dewing, former Air Force Academy Falcon.
One of two Falcons on this roster. Tucker Bone available to come off the bench tonight. We saw Dewing, Bone, and Hunley, the three of the youngest players, at least, on the Switchbacks roster closing out a match, and that is kind of indicative of what the players have told me after a great tackle there by Nguatabaye. Switchbacks FC moves the ball up the field, and now Nguatabaye goes down, and meanwhile, Syed Robinson also down on the field, completely away from the play.
Yeah, Syed Robinson holding his face there, as you said, off the ball. Nguatabaye striding forward with that one after a lovely tackle to win the ball in the Switchbacks box. Referee right on top of that one, but off the ball, Syed Robinson claiming a bit of a loose elbow. Our fourth official, Adam Zarin, in discussion with the Switchbacks staff on the far side of the field as Syed Robinson gets back to his feet.
Getting back to my point about what the players have told both you and I, Roland, is that the biggest thing as we take a look at the replay here, great tackle by Nguatabaye started the sequence. Of course, he ends up getting fouled at the end here, which you will see as well right there. But Woldy Harris being a longtime assistant of Steve Trichu, you don't know how much is going to change tactically, but one thing to a man that all these players are saying right now is that it feels like a clean slate. Woldy Harris is stressing to them that, yeah, I've seen you for as long as you've been here, as Woldy Harris chats with the referee. I've seen you for a few years, but I'm coming into this with no preconceived notions. Everyone is back at zero. Every spot is up for grabs. Every role is up for grabs. And the players really like that. When you have a coaching change like that, it is very much a reboot of the season.
Yeah, definitely a reset button for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. You said it right. They're able to impress Woldy Harris, show them what they have, and he's able to tinker with the lineup, put his unique personality onto the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. He's made those changes. We talked about Austin Dewing coming into this game as Jordan Burt, just unable to get on the end of that one. It was a nice idea to play that ball over the top for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC captain and right back Jordan Burt, bursting forward down that right wing.
You saw where these two teams stand coming into play tonight. Tulsa 4 points up on Switchbacks FC. Now whistle on the far side of the field, another foul called on Switchbacks FC. This match has been officiated pretty tightly so far. A lot of whistles here have caused us to have kind of a start-stop kind of pace here. And speaking of pace, here's Shane Malcolm, and his shot was blocked out front once again at the back line of Tulsa.
Shane
Doing
Malcolm,
what is necessary.
full of tricks, full of step overs. Wonderful play here just as he's approaching the box. You see the step overs, draws the defender out. That ball once again, a flying block from the Tulsa Roughnecks. We've seen half a dozen of those tonight. This one again results in an accelerated Wealth corner kick. A lot of last-ditch defending from the visitors to keep the Switchbacks off the board. See if the Switchbacks will take this accelerated Wealth corner kick short, whether they'll play it into the box. They've got both center backs in Guadabaye, Chris Reeves forward for this one.
Jones going to play it short, then gets the pass back, and this one's sent in. Staduhar able to grab it. Someone was offside anyway. As you take a look at Ish Jome, one of the new additions this offseason for Switchbacks FC. He and Burt together, the lineup that Woldy Harris has employed tonight. I really like it to have Burt, somebody with some offensive chops, playing at the right back position, and then Ish Jome, someone that likes to get forward as well.
Fullback's very involved in everything the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC do. Just on cue, Ish Jome plays that ball forward. Nice touch from Austin Doing.
And now Argueta can't stop his momentum as he plows through Calvin Rezendi. And now Tulsa will quickly play it out to the near side for Sheldon. Sheldon trying to turn on Hunley, sends in the cross. Rawls saw it the whole way.
Yeah, good call by Andre Rawls. Guadabaye just pulling out of the challenge, and Rawls collecting the ball.
And Rawls sends this one way downfield. Shane Malcolm trying to get on the other end of it, off the hop. And this one will go out, but it will be a Switchbacks corner kick. Shane Malcolm shows his appreciation to the thought process of Andre Rawls, and then he'll take his spot inside the box here. Maybe rolled an ankle or something there on that run. Seems to be favoring his right leg. We'll see if he can work that out here in the last handful of minutes or so in the first half, as Ish Jome lines up for a corner kick, the third of the match for Switchbacks FC. They went short last time, no options in that regard, except for Ronnie Argueta, who comes up to play it. Jome sends this one in, Staduhar punches it away. Syed Robinson tracks it down. Robinson chips it forward, looking for Doing. Doing has it, plays it over to Hunley, and Hunley just loses it before he can separate and strike, and the Switchbacks will get a throw-in on the near side. As we take a look at this play again, good job by Doing, shielding his defender from the ball, but also have to go get it while you're doing that, and that's something that a young player will continue to work on and learn.
That was good strength from Austin Doing as that ball now under the spell of Jordan Burt. He'll work it back to Ronnie Argueta. Over to Schweitzer.
Now Schweitzer in the midfield circle plays this one up to Jome. It's taken away. Now Tulsa up the near side. Altamirano sends this one forward. No way it's going to reach Silva. Rawls rolls it out. And now to Reeves. Burt underneath the foot of Shane Malcolm. This one will go back to Staduhar. And now this one played up by Tulsa. Switchbacks continuing to pressure. That one just clips the dome of Abdul Guadabaye. Makes its way back to Rawls. Guadabaye directing traffic one side, Robinson to come get it. He does. To Jome. Over to Reeves. To the far side for Burt. Burt over the top to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm able to corral it. And just at the last moment, Tulsa takes it away. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Syed Robinson won't appreciate this call. Doesn't, won't, whatever tense you want to use. I am starting to wind down here in the first half. As this one hops away from everyone and out for a Switchbacks throw-in. And now a foul called on the far side of the field. Shane Malcolm. Now helping up Rodrigo DaCosta. Just clipped him in the back of the leg there, which caused DaCosta to go down.
Team gotten very scrappy the last few minutes here at Widener Field. Both teams just trying to see it out toward halftime. Pretty good look at Shane Malcolm there. Referee just making sure everything's in the right place for the Tulsa Roughnecks take this free kick on the far side of the field. He brought height forward into the box. Switchbacks holding a very high line right on the edge of their 18.
And here the ball is sent in as Rawls goes up and gets it. Good play by Rawls, and now Rawls staying down.
Good catch. Good catch from Rawls. I was just going to say that he took some contact as soon as he made that catch. A good job by the goalkeeper referee right on top of it, giving Rawls a moment to collect his thoughts. It was a nice ball in. Maybe a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. Rawls with an early call. Good hands to cleanly catch that one.
And Roberts immediately going to Rawls, letting him know that there was nothing intentional going on there. Rawls, I'm sure, takes no offense, but still trying to work it out a little bit here. And now he'll play it to Nguatabaye. Through the midfield, nice pass to Syed Robinson. Robinson to Argueta. Argueta to Malcolm, back to Syed Robinson. Now swung out wide to Jordan Burt. He'll play this one in, and now Tulsa clears it away. We will have one additional minute. Not much extra time here for the TikTok stoppage time at the end of the first half. Schweitzer over to Burt. Burt turns on his man, brings it into the box. A Tulsa defender got a foot on it and redirected it. Now Tulsa sends this one downfield, headed by Chris Reeves. Now Nguatabaye will finish it to Andre Rawls. Now over to Reeves. Now back to Nguatabaye, Altamirano lurking. So is Silva. And now a foul on the far side as Schweitzer gets clipped. We'll quickly get up and play it to see if the Switchbacks can make something happen here in the closing moments of the first half, and that will do it. So these two teams very close in the standings, and you can tell 0-0 at the break. Nothing between Tulsa and Colorado Springs as we take a look at Shane Malcolm. Don't go anywhere. We'll have stats, highlights, and a very special guest during the halftime. Again, 0-0 at the break, Colorado Springs and Tulsa.
Fox 21's Living Local and Perkins Motors are exploring outdoor Colorado. And now is your chance to win big. Show us how you're enjoying outdoor Colorado. Snap a pic of you outside, upload it, and enter at fox21news.com. Every month, one lucky winner will get a $250 gift certificate to Perkins Motors. Plus, in December, one really lucky winner will get a 2-year prepaid lease for a Jeep Gladiator from Perkins Motors. Show us how you outdoor Colorado.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. It only encourages them.
Thank goodness it's Festival Fridays. Join Fox 21 and the Sangre de Cristo Arts and Conference Center for Festival Fridays. The party starts at 6:30 with 2-for-1 drinks and food specials, live music, dancing, and fun. Get tickets for $7 in advance or $8 at the door. July 12th, the Blind Mojo Band. Enjoy rock, blues, and alternative covers from the 60s to today's hits. For more information, go to festivalfridays.com.
Casa of Pueblo is taking fundraising challenges to new heights for a second year.
Fox 21 and SoCo CW are teaming up with Casa of Pueblo again to go over the edge. To kick it off, I'm going to rappel off the top of the historic Thatcher Building live on Fox 21 Local News right now, July 26th at 5 p.m.
Plus, go to fox21news.com, click community, and see how you can help Casa of Pueblo and Fox 21 advocate for children at the Over the Edge Pueblo event on Saturday, July 27th.
This is really high.
Little cut in. Here's a terrific effort. Blasted back in, and it's a goal for North Carolina FC. What a rip from Connor Presley. As Ben Spees lets one fly and drills it. Slides out the way and in.
The boys in purple have dominated.
Ownby charging on, curling the cross. That's excellent from Harpenau. His first goal in Louisville Cowboys. What a finish for Louisville. They lead. Cicerone again hitting the cross with Pace Greg. And there's one. The response from Kyle Gregg. Russell Cicerone with tremendous service in this second half.
Not statistically kept unless you're keeping a track on mileage. Does a lot off the ball to draw space for his teammates.
Collier weaving his way through. Elliot Collier for the hat trick. There it is! Elliot Collier. It's a great opportunity again here for the Hounds.
He goes for goal.
Oh, what a shot! What a goal!
Fights for his right to party on the 4th of July. What a wonderful!
And when the emotion starts to flow, everyone starts to settle in. Then you can push forward and press the goal.
Rios off the post and in. What a missile that is! Goal number 11 of the year in Rios with a phenomenal finish. Jamison can give it a go from there if he wants. Jamison is it back to Billy Forbes. Billy, right foot. Billy puts it in the back.
Welcome back to Widener Field in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. This halftime segment, as always, brought to us by the Shandy Clinic. Shandy Clinic, proud sponsor of everything on SoCo CW and everything Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Shandy Clinic, an exceptional place for exceptional children. We take a look at the USL Conference, Western Conference, Phoenix rising, and they certainly are doing that. Reno 1868, hot on their heels. Fresno FC, Sacramento Republic rounding out the top 10 right now. We talked about what a fluid situation that is out west. So many teams bunched up and making their moves for the 2019 USL Championship playoffs. Austin Bold in 7th place, the Real Monarchs in 6th, El Paso Locomotive in 5th, just behind Portland. And as we take a look at some of the scores around, Pittsburgh Riverhounds 1-1 with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Tampa Bay have had an exceptional season in 2019. Hartford FC 2-1, getting the final over Indy 11. The Austin Bold just barely starting out against Orange County SC down in Austin, one of the new teams in the 2019 USL Championship. Austin Bold holding a 1-0 lead just after a quarter of an hour. And Rio Grande Valley FC and always warm Edinburgh, Texas, hosting a team that's seems like they've been warm all season. Phoenix Rising FC 0-0. 17 minutes played in that game down on the U.S.-Mexico border in South Texas. A lot of coming up. Ottawa Fury hosting Louisville FC in Canada's capital. The El Paso Locomotive and San Antonio FC in a Texas showdown. Oklahoma City Energy, Reno 1868. That's a Wednesday night on ESPN Plus, as you can find everything from the USL Championship. And Phoenix Rising and Austin Bold. Gonna tune in for some late night action on ESPN Plus with Phoenix hosting Austin Bold. Easy for me to say. Some storylines in the USL Championship. Canadian Championship, Ottawa Fury FC versus the Halifax Wanderers, a two-legged series. Leg 1 will be in Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's a very unique tournament they're hosting up north of the border. Fresno FC on a roll, won 3 in a row, up to 3rd. We just talked about them. Can move 2nd with the win over New Mexico United, captained by Josh Suggs, former Switchbacks. And Loudon United, Segra Field, going to come on in August, just being built right now in Leesburg, out in the great Commonwealth of Virginia. There's a picture, courtesy of Kevin Pullen. We thank him very much for that. You can see it being built. What a beautiful backdrop that is for soccer out there in the Old Dominion, in the Commonwealth of Virginia, out on the East Coast. Loudon United. What a great addition they've been to the 2019 USL season. The USL Championship Team of the Week. Miller in goal. Craig over at left back. Forbes, he's had a good season. Both Forbeses have had a good season. I was thinking of the one from San Antonio. Cicerone on the right. Martin on the left from Fresno. We talked about Fresno FC making their move up the USL Championship Western Conference table, just how well they've been playing, unbeaten in their last 3, and rightly getting some players on the USL Championship Team of the Week. And our Player of the Week, Elliot Collier from Memphis, 901. Memphis, they've had a bit of an up and down season in the USL this year, but what a win they had last week. Elliot Collier winning your USL Championship Player of the Week. We're going to send this broadcast out now to my broadcast partner, Ryan Kaufman, with a very special interview.
Thank you very much, Roland. I'm here with Paul Myers-Bennett. He is the VP of Events and Marketing for the Better Business Bureau of Southern Colorado. Welcome to the halftime show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Enjoying a great night of soccer. Could use some more goals.
That's right.
So obviously the Better Business Bureau of Southern Colorado is partners with every business, but with Switchbacks FC in particular. What is that partnership? How much does that mean to the BBB of Southern Colorado to be associated with the Switchbacks?
Right. Well, we love to be associated with the Switchbacks. It's a small business here in Southern Colorado, family owned and accredited, which just means you can start with trust when you're visiting the Switchbacks organization.
Yeah, and that's important. New businesses pop up every day here in Southern Colorado, and it's important to make sure that they're not fly by night, and you guys do a great job of making sure.
That's right. We make sure they're vetted by human beings, that they're businesses that you want to spend your money at or visit or come watch a game with.
Well, speaking of this game, do you have a prediction for the second half?
My prediction is we're going to have some strong players and some strong play, and hopefully pull out a win.
Perfect. That's what we want to hear. Paul Myers-Bennett, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much.
We'll take a break and come back with the second half. Tulsa and Colorado Springs scoreless at the break.
Colorado is famous for craft beers, and Fox 21 wants to help you find a new favorite. Presenting the Colorado Springs on-tap craft beer passport. For just $24.99, enjoy a flight of beers from each participating brewery. Just go to fox21news.com, click on Community, click on Deals, and purchase your craft beer passport. The Colorado Springs on-tap craft beer passport. Buy yours today.
We were amazed and astonished. Hey, shut up! Got it!
It's a little dangerous.
I feel like my eyes have been opened.
I'm feeling so cool.
Together.
Together. We're all for it.
All for it.
Lately I've been feeling so cool. Top to the bottom, just cool.
All for acceptance. Joining forces. Being an ally.
So cool, cool, cool. It's like cool.
All for we. All for us.
All for together. The CW, dare to defy together.
So cool.
Thank goodness it's Festival Fridays. Join Fox 21 and the Sangre de Cristo Arts and Conference Center for Festival Fridays. The party starts at 6:30 with 2-for-1 drinks and food specials, live music, dancing, and fun. Get tickets for $7 in advance or $8 at the door. July 12th, the Blind Mojo Band. Enjoy rock, blues, and alternative covers from the 60s to today's hits. For more information, go to festivalfridays.com.
We welcome you back to Widener Field. This halftime segment is brought to you by the Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Ryan Kaufman and Roland Vargas back with you in the booth. Let's take a look at our first half highlights. Roland Vargas.
Yeah, good save by Andre Rawls there in the first half, just tipping that one over. It was an awkward ball, as you said on the live call. A lot of English on that one angling toward the top corner. And then the Switchbacks had some chances of their own. Jordan Schweitzer going close, almost rattling that far post with that volley. And then Hundley, he was involved a lot in the first half. That ball, we saw a lot of blocks from the Tulsa Roughnecks. That ball just going around for an accelerated left corner kick.
Yeah, it's kind of a combination, don't you think, of maybe a little hesitancy on the part of the Switchbacks, but also very good defending by Tulsa as we take a look at numbers. Everybody loves numbers, and we love these numbers. The possession, look at that, 50-50 in the first half. Switchbacks have gotten off more shots than Tulsa, and then they've also gotten more corner kicks. So all things considered, things have been tilted in the Switchbacks' direction, but we've said that multiple times over the past few weeks. It's about changing that line at the top, and that is getting in the goal column. Of course, last week, on the 4th of July, we had no score at the half. Then just moments into the second half, Ronnie Argueta scored to make it 1-0. So certainly the fans here at Widener Field hoping that history will repeat itself as we are ready for this second half to begin. Switchbacks and Tulsa, two teams that have not tasted victory in quite a while. For Switchbacks, 4 consecutive losses. For Tulsa, 10 matches without taking a full 3 points. Looks like we might get a second half substitution right off the bat here for Tulsa. And I believe it will be our old friend, A.J. Ejekwa, who's coming in the game.
Happy birthday, A.J. Ejekwa, former member of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, as you said. Our first Gold Gym substitution of the evening, as you said, right at the start of the second half. Hashtag can you spot me?
Ejekwa, along with Tobena Uso, 2 former Switchbacks on this Tulsa side. Tobena on the bench as well. And there you see him, A.J. Ejekwa, coming into the match for Tulsa. So Coach Nisian makes the first strategic change of the match, and we'll see how that helps Tulsa here as we begin this second half of play. Now Ish Jome on the far side of the field to Ronnie Argueta. Now Chris Reeves to Burt. Burt with a late break on the ball, still able to get it to Shane Malcolm. Hopped off the top of his shoe, still able to keep it. Now Jordan Schweitzer to Argueta. Now to Nguatabaye. And there is confirmation of our substitution. Ajekwa on for Gonzalez, our first Gold's Gym substitution of this matchup. And for Ajekwa, no goals yet, but 2 assists on the season for Tulsa. Now Argueta with it. Gives it over to Schweitzer. To the near side, Jordan Burt. Burt tries to go far post to Syed Robinson. Robinson able to keep possession. Now Argueta up to doing. Got it taken away. Wolde Harris placing a lot of faith in the young man from the Air Force Academy, playing him up top. See if he can reward that confidence here in the second half. Here he gets a pass up from Burt, couldn't quite hang on to it, and now Tulsa takes it away. There's a Ajekwa right on cue, taken away by Shane Malcolm, his former teammate. Now Hunley gets it taken away from Tulsa, by Tulsa I should say. And now on the near side of the field, it will be Rodrigo DaCosta. That's one positive from this first half, Roland, is that the guy we spotlighted in the pregame, DaCosta, who scored both goals against the Switchbacks last time these two teams played, he's been kept in check for the most part.
Yeah, kept very quiet. So is Silva as well up front by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. The Switchbacks have done a good job pressing high, really limiting the balls in behind from the Tulsa Roughnecks. When Tulsa does get the ball into their half, the ball is usually seen back with the center back pairing of Nguatabaye and Chris Reeves, as we just saw right there.
Now Schweitzer over to Malcolm. Malcolm trying to turn it up the field. It's taken away. Defending there by DaCosta. And now Reeves sends it back the other way, headed out of play by Hunley.
Nice touch from Adam Zarin there on the far side of the field. It's a good clearance from Reeves as well. Didn't just whack that ball anywhere, found the teammate, tried to put that one right on the head of Hunley. Hunley just unable to keep it in, stretching forward a little bit.
Take a look at the upcoming schedule for Switchbacks FC. One more here at Widener Field before they head west. Reno and Real Monarchs SLC up next on the docket. Tulsa with possession. DaCosta has some green in front of him. He'll try to slip it through to Silva, and it's taken away by Switchbacks FC.
Boy, has it gotten windy here in Colorado Springs all of a sudden. Lightning flashing in the background, wind really gusting up. Umbrellas coming out, rain jackets going on in the crowd.
Now Shane Malcolm with it. Now Schweitzer over to the other side for Hunley. Good job dribbling through traffic. Now Syed Robinson. Trying to get it over to Ish Jome. Taken away by Tulsa. And now they'll flip it across the midfield. Going after it. And getting there is Ajekwa. AJ Ajekwa on his former teammate. Takes a strike, trying to curl it far post. Doesn't curl quite enough. And it'll be out for a goal kick.
Yeah, cheeky idea from AJ Ajekwa, just drifting in from that left-hand side onto his favorite right foot, looking for that postage stamp finish. But Andre Rawls watched that one the entire way. And he restarts. Switchbacks to go forward through the Elkhart, Indiana native Jordan Burt.
Over the top for Dewing, trying to get there and couldn't. Now rolled out by Tulsa.
Butler University product, Jordan Burt. Talked about Project 44 a couple weeks ago. That ball a little bit loose, and that's going to go out for a Switchbacks throw-in. Tulsa just can't be giving away possession inside their own half like that.
And you talk about Project 44, the charitable endeavor by Jordan Burt. Had a friend of his in college, Andrew, who needed a bone marrow transplant. He was able to receive it. Unfortunately, the disease that he had subdued him a little bit later on, but it was able to extend his life quite a bit. And throughout that process, both Andrew and Jordan realized that there are not enough people on the bone marrow registry. And some people had to wait much longer than Andrew, and to kind of help honor his friend in some small way, Jordan Burt has Project 44 that encourages people to get registered to be a bone marrow donor. That doesn't fall under the organ donor realm. So I get on the registry to do that, project44.org, if you want more information.
100% Jordan Burt wearing that 44 as he has done his entire tenure in Colorado Springs to honor his teammate and his friend from Butler University. And right on cue, Jordan Burt making the tackle, hustling down, and again, that ball goes out for a Tulsa throw-in. Referee's just going to come across.
DaCosta grabbing the small of his back here as we take a look at the replay. Great shot from our crew here.
Coming right into your living room at home. Jordan Burt just getting the last touch on that one. It will be a throw-in for the Tulsa Roughnecks. And they'll take that one with Matt Rogers. As we welcome you into Widener Field, beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. Wonderful day today here in Colorado Springs. Wind is just kicked up a little bit. Perfect conditions for some soccer. Field watered just before the game. Very slick surface. Ball going to be played across. Good hustle by Saeed Robinson just to poke that away.
Now Tulsa back with possession here, doing pressuring. Will be called upon again as it's passed out to his side of the field. Now to the middle. And now play back to Staduar. In the middle of the field here, Tulsa. Taken away by Ish Jome. Jome out to Matt Hunley. Has space in front of him. The UCLA product charging in. Played it up and just off the foot of Austin Doing. And out for a goal kick.
Okay, great break forward by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Just looking for that run from outside in of Austin Doing. Was unable to get on the end of that. Create a good chance for the Switchbacks FC, but a good break forward. It was a good win from Ish Jome initially to start that attack for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. I believe the Tulsa Roughnecks will make a change, maybe even a couple of changes next few moments here at Widener Field.
Well, when you're winless in your last 10 matches, you pull out all the stops. Michael Nesian seeing something and deciding to employ multiple substitutions here early in the second half. This one played over the top. Ish Jome got a foot on it, goes right to a Tulsa player, sends it in the box. Great job by Nguatabaye to slide in there and knock it away. Now Shane Malcolm trying to stay on it, trying to avoid the handball too. And now Tulsa regains control. Now Ajekwa on the near side working on Jordan Burt. Another one of his former teammates, Ajekwa. Over to DaCosta, he'll swing it to the far side. Altamirano with it, he'll flip it in the air over everyone's head. Burt giving chase, so is Schweitzer. And it'll be Schweitzer playing this one up to Saeed Robinson. Robinson can really move, but a good tackle there at the end of that play by Malin Roberts to stop Saeed Robinson's momentum. And now we will see another substitution here by Tulsa. Luca Lobo will come into the match. Rodrigo DaCosta will come out. The leading goal scorer for Tulsa Roughnecks FC is done for the evening. A Gold's Gym substitution, 2 now. And you can see DaCosta grabbing at his hamstring on his left leg, which is probably what Michael Nisian saw, was that his leading goal scorer was just not right and not able to make those runs. So a tough blow to Tulsa. But now Lobo will come into the match. I misspoke on the leading goal scorer thing because it's actually Lobo who's the leading scorer, 1 over DaCosta.
Yeah, rare to see from a player like Lobo who gets listed a little bit further back than he does play. He goes straight in, like for like substitution here early. We'll see exactly how Tulsa will remake their lineup after these being forced into a couple changes, it looks like, in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Switchbacks on the attack. Austin Doing just getting pushed off of that one.
Fans follow the Switchbacks and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+, and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Burt playing this one up for Syed Robinson. Robinson able to track back and get it. To Malcolm. Back to Burt. Burt will now turn it upfield. Rogers on him. Rogers able to take it away, and now Tulsa sends it downfield. The wind holding that up quite a bit. Allowed Reeves to head it to Schweitzer, who now sends it over to Nguadabaye. Now Reeves to Burt. Now Robinson. Back to Burt. Nguadabaye. Now Hunley with it. Leaves his defender in the dust. Gives it up to Syed Robinson. Robinson plays it up to Doing. Doing trying to maneuver his way through 3 defenders. Finds Hunley. Hunley now dribbling back, and he'll give this one off to Argueta. Now out wide for Jome. Is Jome one-on-one. He'll send it in, and that one a little bit too strong. And out for a goal kick.
Yeah, another good offensive sequence with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Doing, Hunley, we talked about them in the first half, combining well for the Switchbacks. That ball and eventually worked out to Ish Jome, but his left-footed cross from his left-back position just flying long. Here's AJ Ajekwa going shoulder to shoulder with Jordan Schweitzer, those 2 former teammates sharing a bit of a hug there. So we take a look at our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub and Restaurant fan of the game.
I think it's a 3-way tie. I don't know between those 3 gentlemen if any one of them has the upper hand. But our Jack Quinn's fans of the game. Now Rogers with it in the corner, working on Reeves, and Chris Reeves wins that ball. Sends it downfield and over everyone's head. Roberts to a die. Up to Altamirano, now taken away. At least that's what Ronnie Argueta thought, and now he shows his frustration. Of course, frustration is what cost Tulsa last time out. Is they get not 1, but 2 red cards. The second one was because of a little kick about 7 feet away from the player, showing his displeasure. Also, from that point, going down 2 men. Tough to get a result for that, as now there will be a yellow card produced.
Yeah, great speed by Austin Doing on the far side of the field, just outpacing Cyprian Hendrick. There was no way that the veteran Hendrick is going to stay with a live wire like Austin Doing. Hendrick goes in, challenges for the ball. It was an honest challenge, but he took out Austin Doing. Free kick, Hanson Hot Springs, yellow card on the way. You see there Doing just running past Hendrick. He slides in there, takes out Austin Doing, and the Switchbacks FC have a free kick in a very advantageous position. Our first yellow card of the game on that man right there, the captain, Cyprian Hendrick.
And for Hendrick, that'll be his 6th yellow card of the season. So can at times be a little overly physical. But as long as you find the right balance, and I think Hedrick does that very well, you live with a yellow card here and there. So now after the Hanson Hot Spring yellow card, a joint chiropractic free kick. Jome sending it in, headed into the back of the net.
Shane Malcolm with the header, 1-0 Colorado Springs, Switchbacks FC. What a ball in that was. This Jome finding Shane Malcolm, glancing header, kisses off the far post, and in 1-0 Colorado Springs, Switchbacks FC.
And for Shane Malcolm, that is long overdue as we take a look at this goal again. Well placed by Jome and a great header. Just nothing the goalkeeper could do. And Shane Malcolm, thanks to Ish Jome, gives the Switchbacks the 1-0 lead.
Great ball in that was. We talked about just how deadly Ish Jome is from those set pieces. He whipped that ball in off of his left foot, put it right on the forehead of Shane Malcolm. He made no mistake about his finish. 1-0 Switchbacks. You've got to say they've had the better of the chances in this game. We saw the shot graphic in the first half.
For now, Shane Malcolm will have his 4th goal of the season. It's been a while for Malcolm. So happy to get back on the right side of the ledger. Now we'll see how Tulsa responds, down by a goal, and maybe, at least more importantly for the fans here at Widener Field, how does the home side respond, because they had a 1-0 lead in about this juncture last week against Orange County and could not hold it. So certainly elation that you score, but you've been in this position before and you need to make sure you're tight defensively.
Accelerated Wealth corner kick coming up right now for Tulsa Roughnecks. Hendrick, the man who picked up that booking and gave away that foul that led to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC goal. He's coming forward, the captain, for this Accelerated Wealth corner kick.
And this one sent in, and this one headed away by Jome. And now a really tough tackle there by Malin Roberts.
Our second Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of this evening. Switchbacks FC bench less than thrilled with that challenge that took out Saeed Robinson. Saeed Robinson's been a marked man this evening. Been on the receiving end of a few very stiff challenges. That one certainly taking out the young Jamaican and drawing the second Hanson Hot Springs yellow card of the evening.
We take a look at this foul again. Yeah, all leg and ankle there. No ball whatsoever. Not great intentions there from Malin Roberts. It's a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card, and now Andre Rawls will send this one downfield, headed away by Tulsa. Now Altamirano with it on the far side. And now Hunley blocks that out.
See just what Tulsa can do off the bench to change this result. Obviously made a couple of substitutions. That foul's going to go against the former Switchback, A.J. Ajekwa, taking out Jordan Schweitzer.
Free kick coming up here for Abdul Ngwadabaye. Young man out of Rwanda. Came over from the Sporting Kansas City in MLS. Spent a fair amount of time at this level. Scored his lone goal of the season for Swope Park Rangers. He's been a great addition to the club. Trying to play this one through to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm goes down, gets the foul called. And that's one thing when I spoke with Jamal Jack, who again is working his way back from injury. He said he's very much looking forward to playing with Ngwadabaye. Their paths like two ships in the night. Jack injured and almost a response move by the Switchbacks to acquire Nguatabaye. Of course, Nguatabaye, to more accurately put it, the Rapids picked up Nguatabaye and the Switchbacks brought him down from Commerce City to fill the void left by Jamal Jack. And now soon we'll see them both playing together. So joint chiropractic free kick coming up here. Ish Jones, see if he could do it again. Far post headed by Tulsa. High in the air. Hundley waiting for it to go down. Now Tulsa gets a foot on it. Now Schweitzer to Ish Jones. Jones trying to slide it through to Syed Robinson, taken away by Tulsa. Now they'll play it up to Ajayko, bounces away from him. Now Burt to the middle for Malcolm. And Malcolm gets taken down by Hedrick. That's a little dicey there because Hedrick already with a yellow card.
He's got to be very careful, does the Tulsa captain. We talked about Tulsa picking up a couple of red cards in their game against the Timbers too last week. Got to keep their discipline here, especially that man, Cyprian Hendrick. A little bit late here. Don't think this justifies a yellow card. Maybe some could see it as him being a little bit lucky to get away with that one. That foul coming in on the back of Shane Malcolm, the Guam international. The Switchbacks are going to have a good opportunity. This Joan once again lining up over this dead ball situation. Hundley as well with the right foot, Joan with the left. See if maybe they can just drop this ball right in front of the goalkeeper, make a decision, see if there's a loose rebound as the Switchbacks crash the net. Shane Malcolm as well.
Yeah, it looks
now
like
with the right foot, he's pushed Hundley out of the way.
Jones still there, but Malcolm, the right-footed option. Big spot here for both sides. Switchbacks leading by a goal. Shane Malcolm, the goal scorer, set up by Ish Jones. So the two gentlemen responsible for the first goal trying for a second. Jones sending it in, and this one is directed out, but who off of? It'll be off of Tulsa, and that means a corner kick coming. So probably the desired result from Switchbacks FC. You're kind of in no man's land there. You can't quite go straight on goal. So we're in a corner kick.
The long corner kick of the evening.
And this one
off the right foot of Ish Joam. Joam forced to use his right, obviously a left-footed player, but swings the right foot at that one. Made good contact, just unable to keep it on frame. It was a good ball in, though. And as we get back to live action, Tulsa Roughnecks will make their third and final change of the evening. And the former Switchback, Tobena Uzo, young Nigerian, going to come on for the Tulsa Roughnecks.
So, as we said, Tobena Uzo coming into the match, the former Switchbacks man, coming in for Tulsa, and then waiting for Adam Zarin to wave him in. Tucker Bone replacing Syed Robinson. Of course, Bone, one of the two former Air Force Falcons on the Switchback squad. Austin Dewing still out there as well. And this is the trio that we saw a lot of promise from against Orange County, was the two former Air Force Falcons and Matt Hundley. So a lot of speed up top for Switchbacks FC. As this one is sent away, want to apologize for the technical issues with the graphics. And we'll just keep you updated as the time goes on. It is 1-0. 1-0 Switchbacks here in the 70th minute. Shane Malcolm with his fourth of the season as the Switchbacks eyeing 3 points here. And now a free kick coming up. It will be Andre Rawls to take it for Switchbacks FC. Rawls sends this one downfield. Bounces once. Bone trying to get on the other end, cannot. And one goalkeeper sends it to another. And we'll have a goal kick for Tulsa.
And what a dangerous player for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC to be able to bring off their bench. Tucker Bone, as you said, joining Austin Doing. Couple of Air Force Academy products. We're into the 71st minute here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs. Tabena Uzo flicking that ball on. Ronnie Argueta easily winning that one. Back to the Tulsa Roughnecks. Tulsa have made all 3 of their substitutions, their Gold's Gym substitutions this evening. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC bringing in Tucker Bone.
And Uso had it for a moment, then lost it, and now going down is Ronnie Argueta in the midfield. Trying to draw the whistle here. Entering the 72nd minute here, 1-0, Switchbacks FC on top. It would sure like another goal here to separate themselves just a bit. Still a little margin for error for the home side as Jordan Schweitzer turns this one upfield. Gives it off to Matt Hunley. Hunley out wide.
Switchbacks leading 1-0 off just a beautiful header from Sugar Shane Malcolm. That ball blocked out. Phil Long corner kick upcoming. So we tick ever closer to the 73rd minute here in Colorado Springs. The second Phil Long corner kick of this second half for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC as we get a good look there. At the soon-to-be lieutenant in the United States Air Force, Austin Doing, just graduating from the academy in May. Here in Colorado Springs, you see the wind blowing to the south here in Colorado.
And here's Hunley sending it in, headed away by Tulsa, and this will be a corner kick on the other side of the field. Z-Trip corner kick coming up for Ish Jome.
Get a good look at the scoreboard there. Switchbacks up 1-0.
And you can also see through our vantage point here, you see some rain falling here at Widener Field, given that it was up near 90 degrees today here in Colorado Springs. Not the most unwelcome sight to see a little rain here.
A little pushing and shoving off the ball right in front of the trailheads. You see the flags of all the players represented. The Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Flag of Canada taking a beating in the wind right now, representing Jordan Schweitzer. Ish Jome going to whip this ball in with his left foot.
And this one takes off quite a bit on him. And this will go out for a goal kick. So the wind perhaps playing a little role in Ish Jome's corner, going far and wide. See now what Tulsa does here in the 74th minute. They've used all of their substitutions, so this is the squad that the Roughnecks are going with for the duration. Switchbacks have 2 more substitutions at their disposal, including Ibrahim Yarrow, Sam Rabin, 2 defenders if Woldy Harris decides to fortify his back line here in the latter stages of the match. Now Jordan Burt with it. Bring out to the near side, trying to get it to Tucker Bone. It's wide and out.
They do have firepower as well on the bench. Cesar Romero just back from the Under-20 World Cup in Poland, representing Honduras. See there, Tulsa Roughnecks was one of their second half subs, Lobo. As we talked about, leading Tulsa in goals, really mostly a left back for the Tulsa Roughnecks. That ball working its way out. AJ Ajekwa on his birthday.
And Ajekwa across the field, and that one will go out for a goal kick. 75th minute, midway through. 1-0 Switchbacks FC on top of Tulsa Roughnecks FC. Switchbacks trying to end a 4-match losing streak. Tulsa trying to come from behind and win their first match in their last 11 tries. As Rawls getting ready to send this one downfield. Puts his whole leg through this one, trying to find Shane Malcolm, headed away. Jordan Schweitzer gets it. Now Tucker Bone Bone trying to get around his defender. It's tipped away, and now Tobena Uso will have it on the near side. Uso to Rogers, gets it taken away. Good job by Shane Malcolm. Now Ronnie Argueta over the other side. Matt Hunley working on his defender. Hunley trying to turn the corner, and that one, it was a kept in play. It was not. Here in the midway through the 76th minute, and we'll have a Phil Long corner kick here for Switchbacks FC.
Their third Phil Long corner kick of the second half for the Switchbacks. You see the wind really whipping the flags behind that Phil Long corner.
And this one sent far post, and it just harmlessly bounces out of play. Goal kick coming up as we cross into the 77th minute right now. 1-0 Switchbacks FC leading here, trying to hang on. They'll have another home match a week from tonight against the other Oklahoma team, OKC Energy FC, before the last stretch of games in the USL Championship. Very road heavy for Switchbacks FC as now Silva is on the ball. Plays it out to Altamirano, trying to get around, and Guadabaye does. His shot a little bit short of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick here.
A strike blasted near post of Andre Rawls. 77th minute here in Colorado Springs. Andre Rawls just taking his time, organizing his team before playing this ball up. Switchbacks leading 1-0 against the visiting Tulsa Roughnecks.
Doesn't look like there's too much activity going on the Switchbacks, near the Switchbacks bench. At least for now, Woldy Hare's content to go with the 11 men he has out there right now, as this one is headed away, not once, but twice by Tulsa. Now picked up by Jordan Schweitzer. Over to Burt. Now back to Chris Reeves. Looking far side of the field for Matt Hunley. Hunley gets taken down. That will be a whistle and a foul going against Tulsa here. And both players a little bit slow to get up there on the far side of the field.
Yeah, certainly are. It was a good job by Hunley with that initial first touch, just dragging him inside, drawing the foul. Referee right on top of it. Switchbacks just winding the clock down as we take ever closer to 80 minutes played here at Widener Field in Colorado Springs.
Entering the 79th minute here at Widener Field, as that one is deflected out by Hunley. It will be another throw-in for Tulsa.
My broadcast partner's watch kept in fine shape by the TikTok shop here in Colorado Springs. Got that chronograph working well. Hunley just being pulled back in front of the Tulsa bench, earning the Switchbacks another free kick. Very well tonight, Hunley. Saw him on this near side in the first half, combining well with Austin Dewing. Now he's out on the far side. Is Chom just behind him. Looks like the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC going to make another roll of the dice at the next dead ball.
And it looks like it will be Romero. We will confirm here shortly. Meanwhile, Reeves plays it to Jordan Burt. Burt up to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm dribbling it back across midfield. Now a battle for the possession on the near side, and that pass by Silva just ends up out. And now we will confirm, and it will be Cesar Romero coming back in, the young Honduran international, getting ready to come back in the match, replacing Austin Dewing. And of course, you see the Gold's Gym substitution here in the 80th minute. Who can forget the debut of Cesar Romero? Came in a situation similar to this, same time frame. It was a tie match at that time when he came in, and scored moments after entering the match what proved to be the game-winning goal. So happy to have him back, or the Switchbacks, to be sure.
Obviously representing his country in Europe this summer. Romero now back with the Switchbacks FC, gives them a lot of firepower coming off that bench, dangerous player. He's going in for that ball, just trying to hook it toward Tucker Bone, unable to do so.
So goal kick coming up, 81st minute. Switchbacks FC, thanks to Shane Malcolm's 4th goal of the season, hold a 1-0 lead. Tulsa hasn't gotten many chances at Andre Rawls. They're going to try for one here on the far side of the field. Plenty of people up forward, and that one is headed away by Nguatabaye. Now Tulsa regains control. Play this one through. A chance here for Tulsa. Far post to Altamirano. Altamirano's shot was blocked out front. Good job there by Jordan Burt. Altamirano keeps it in play. Now Tucker Bone comes to help defensively. Plays it back, and now through, and it just skipped through the legs of its intended target, and Andre Rawls able to fall on it. Calvin Rezendi upset with himself that he didn't get that one on his feet. And so Tulsa did get a little bit of a build up here. Still come away empty as Rawls sends that one to his counterpart midway through the 82nd minute.
Nguatabaye had a tremendous performance so far this evening for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Definitely one of the candidates for the Better Business Bureau Man of the Match. This ball just going to be seen out by Joman and Nguatabaye into the Switchbacks bench. They'll be in no hurry to restart this with the throw in from Ish Jome. See Brian Crookham and Woldy Harris giving some instructions on the far side of the field, right behind Ish Jome.
Throw in here from Jome. And this one sent high in the air. Hunley can't win the header. And now that one just ends up going out. The Switchbacks thought it was out a little while ago. Midway through the 83rd minute here. Time winding down for Tulsa. Now Tulsa sending this one towards midfield to Benauso with the chesting there. Gets it back. Tulsa on the far side of the field with the Jaquan. I'll see if they try to flip fields here. Sure looks like that's the intention. Lobo plays it up to Altamirano. Can't find it as Burt steps in front of that pass. Now back to the far side of the field now. Over the top looking for Uso. Headed away by Nguatabaye. And now Romero is on it. Cesar Romero pushing forward. Gets it removed from his possession, and it went out off of him. So a throw-in coming for Tulsa. And now a missed header there by Nguatabaye, but good team defending there as Chris Reeves picks up his teammate. Reeves trying to turn the corner and send it downfield. Gives it to Jome. Now repossessed by Tulsa. Tulsa sending this one in. Rawls just watches it sail over his head and out.
Yeah, way too much on that cross. Here in the ticking toward. We see the graphic is back. Take a look at what we're looking at home. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 1-0 over the Tulsa Roughnecks. Andre Rawls with the goal kick. 84 minutes and some change played here at Widener Field. Rawls going to look long.
This one headed by Tulsa. Now they'll play it up to the far side for Jaquan. Rolling towards the far side. Jaquan battling, trying to get there, and then finally the whistle goes. Fans, you can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on the Switchbacks next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. This one bounced in to Tulsa. And now this one played towards the middle of the field. Can Tulsa break through here and steal a point on the road? That is something during this 10-match winless streak, I should say, that they have been able to do. They've been able to get some points away from home. But at this point, 1 point will not be enough for them. They want a full 3. The Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children, a proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. I mean, really the best you would think Tulsa can hope for is a point, but just given where they are in the standings, much like Switchbacks FC, gotta pick up 3 points on a nightly basis. Put yourself back in position to make a postseason run. Here's Shane Malcolm. Malcolm out to Romero, back to Burt. Jordan Burt sees some space, gives it off to Romero. Romero to Malcolm, back to Romero, sidesteps, and just in the nick of time, Tulsa's defender comes up and makes a play on it, and this one will end up going out. While the player on the field is 10-2, I want to let you know that every Monday you can see where your team sits in the USL Championship power rankings, up, down, or otherwise, each and every Monday on USLsoccer.com. That was Hedrick that took the brunt of the contact there with Cesar Romero. But the ruling on the field is just a throw in here. No foul or certainly card issued to Romero, as now there will be a quick whistle and a foul going against Tulsa. And now the Switchbacks start fast. Tucker Bone gives it up to Shane Malcolm, got it taken away. Good idea by Switchbacks FC to try and force the issue, but Tulsa able to get back defending. And now ball goes out, and Tulsa thinks it's off of Switchbacks FC, and while they discuss that, we take a look at our Penrose St. Francis critical moment of the match. Great all around, great feed by Jome, great header by Malcolm, and great feelings for the Switchbacks as they took the 1-0 lead, and that is where we stand here.
Yeah, what a wonderful glancing header that was from Shane Malcolm. Didn't need to get too much on it, just needed to see it on its way after that fantastic ball in from Jome, and he did just that. Shane Malcolm putting the Switchbacks up 1-0.
Now Tulsa trying to work the ball upfield. Do they have a chance in them to try and bring this thing level, as Tulsa will get a throw in here on the near side? Take a look at a current Switchback and a former Switchback. Abdul Nguadabaye on to Bena Uso, as Jordan Burt sends it downfield, played right back towards him, but Schweitzer is there for Switchbacks FC. Now Shane Malcolm tried to flick it over the top for Tucker Bone, who was streaking down the near sideline. Just got too much on that one. Now aired out, trying to find Altamirano. Altamirano on it, takes some contact from Jordan Burt, no whistle. Of course, Tulsa trying their level best to get some calls down in the final third of the field here. Ronnie Argueta gets sandwiched between two defenders. That will draw a whistle and a foul going against Tulsa. And we're being told that we're going to get 3 additional minutes here at the end of this one. Switchbacks FC trying to seal the deal with another goal here in the latter stages of this matchup. Ronnie Argueta with it. Over to his Jome. Jome to Hunley, back to Jome. Jome with some space. Jome over to Romero. Romero tries to slide past his defender, and a second comes over to take it away. Now Tulsa on the counterattack. They'll play it through to Uso, and it will be Nguadabaye beating Tabena Uso to that ball. So confirmed 3 minutes of TikTok Shop stoppage time. Jordan Schweitzer across midfield. Out wide to Ish Jome. Jome trying to get it to Matt Hundley. Also with some time. Can be a little bit deliberate with their efforts here as Nguatabaye wins a 50-50 ball, but Tulsa still ends up with possession. And now Altamirano getting spun down by Tucker Bone. And now Tulsa is going to get a real gift of a free kick. Pretty good angle, pretty good distance as well. So this is a golden opportunity for Tulsa, not the foul that you wanted to commit if you are Tucker Bone. Or any human being, really. 4-man wall being put up by Switchbacks FC. Altamirano standing back. Looking like he's going to take this one, and now he's the only option to do so.
Yeah, will he use the wall to strike a goal, or will he go far post? As you said, Tulsa Roughnecks got everybody forward for this one. And their goalkeepers at the halfway line. This is last chance saloon now from the visitors.
And here comes Altamirano. Steps into it, goes for goal, and that one is over the top. It is the 2nd minute of stoppage time here. So not much time left in this match as it's sent over the top by Altamirano.
Just leaning back. Altamirano shot was never on target. Very disappointing for the Tulsa Roughnecks after they'd done a good job to break forward and win that free kick. As you said, very dangerous free kick for the visitors. Just about into the last 60 seconds of stoppage time here at Widener Field.
Rawls sends it downfield. And now bodies getting tangled up all over the place here. As Ronnie Argueta clutching his knee. I think it's nice that Tulsa's trying to help him up, but I kind of feel like they have ulterior motives. They would like Ronnie Argueta to get up a little bit quicker. And AJ Jakwa explaining to Nguatabaye what they're trying to do. As Schweitzer plays it back to Nguatabaye. Swings it to the near side for Tucker Bone. That one comes hard off of his chest, allows Tulsa to take back control. Here's Altamirano looking to make up for the missed free kick a few moments ago. Now Tulsa trying to press forward. Ajakwa from behind. Shane Malcolm trying to take it away. Ajakwa, great job staying on his feet and keeping possession. Now ball's blocked. Shane Malcolm has it. Malcolm with the lone goal, plays it back to Bone, and then Bone chips this one out, and the final whistle blows, and the 4-match losing streak for Switchbacks FC is over. 1-0, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC take it over Tulsa Roughnecks FC, and the fans here at Widener Field will go home a little bit wet, but a lot of it happy as they sat through the rain to see the Switchbacks get a much-needed 3 points. As we take a look at our Better Business Bureau Man of the Match, foreshadowing or wizardry from my broadcast partner, Abdul Nguatabaye. Roland mentioned him earlier, and he does end up being the Better Business Bureau Man of the Match as Andre Rawls picks up his 4th clean sheet in large part to Abdul Nguatabaye. Stay tuned, much more to come from Widener Field after this.
Fox 21's Living Local and Perkins Motors are exploring outdoor Colorado. And now is your chance to win big. Show us how you're enjoying outdoor Colorado. Snap a pic of you outside, upload it, and enter at fox21news.com. Every month, one lucky winner will get a $250 gift certificate to Perkins Motors. Plus, in December, one really lucky winner will get a 2-year prepaid lease for a Jeep Gladiator from Perkins Motors. Show us how you outdoor Colorado.
Colorado is famous for craft beers, and Fox 21 wants to help you find a new favorite. Presenting the Colorado Springs on-tap craft beer passport. For just $24.99, enjoy a flight of beers from each participating brewery. Just go to fox21news.com, click on Community, click on Deals, and purchase your craft beer passport. The Colorado Springs on-tap craft beer passport. Buy yours today.
Casa of Pueblo is taking fundraising challenges to new heights for a second year.
Fox 21 and SoCo CW are teaming up with Casa of Pueblo again to go over the edge. To kick it off, I'm going to rappel off the top of the historic Thatcher Building live on Fox 21 Local News right now, July 26th at 5 p.m.
Plus, go to fox21news.com, click Community, and see how you can help Casa of Pueblo and Fox 21 advocate for children at the Over the Edge Pueblo event on Saturday, July 27th.
This is really high.
And we welcome you back to Widener Field. Hugs and smiles all around as Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC defeat Tulsa Roughnecks FC by a final of 1-0. Shane Malcolm, the goal-scoring hero, as we take a look at the stats. We're going to see a lot of numbers. Most of them will favor the Switchbacks, but Roland, the one that's most important, the one at the top, after long last, favoring the home side.
Yeah, and the Switchbacks had 6 of those shots in the first half. They really outplayed the Tulsa Roughnecks in that first 45, and as you said, that priceless goal in the second half from Shane Malcolm after just a beautiful ball in for Mitch Joam.
Tulsa had their opportunities in the second half. They just could not capitalize. Credit to Abdul Nguadabaye and that Switchbacks back line as you take a look at head coach Woldy Harris on an interim basis. Gets win number 1, and he is more relieved than anybody else in this building. A big congratulations to Woldy Harris as he gets his first win as head coach. Well, up next, Switchbacks FC will be hosting OKC Energy FC, and Tulsa will head on the road for another matchup. LA Galaxy 2 will be the opponent there. For Gary Stebbins, our executive producer, and my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, good night from Widener Field, where the Switchbacks win it by a final of 1-0. Shane Malcolm, again, the goal-scoring hero, one last time, a beautiful goal to send the Switchbacks back into the win column. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.